back to Kyle Blaine Reads Text. I'm your host, Kyle. I can't keep it up. Heaven help me if anybody hears that and this is their first time watching me. All right, let's go talk to some more people. Villager, decent folk like... Oh, wait. Decent folks like you don't fare too well. All right. Come on. Keep walking. Keep walking. Oh, I need fast mode on. That's what I'm looking for. I'm like, why is he going so slow? I feel like... how did I come up here? Okay, so this will take me where? Oh, I can only go north. I can't go anywhere else yet. Okay, so I haven't triggered something yet. So I gotta keep talking to people. Let's come over here. Aha. Oh, this is... Oh. Despite the rains, the stalks feel as dry and stiff as locust husk. Ah, there I can go to Eastern Wood. Oh yeah, that's a north exit, so that totally makes sense. But we're not gonna go. We're not gonna go anywhere just yet. Come down here. Got a little farm, something or other down here. Let's take a look at that. Cows and a... Can I do anything with the cows? I can. Cow. All right, who's this? Villager. Decent folks like you don't fare too well in these parts. All right, who's this? Another villager. It's such a shame about Pearly. The beasts are growing bolder. Anything up here to see? Nope, just more exit. It's nice how vast the exits are. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like just like one exit. All right, nothing down here. There's an exit that way though. Man, what's up with the frames? Why is it dropping? That's weird. I don't know why. Granted, it doesn't matter too much. All right, some more of that talk. Maybe I am just about done exploring this place. Surely there's more people to talk to. Pilgrim's Crown. Gosh, at this point, I've honestly forgotten how to do combat stuff. You look important. Hugo! As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. Yes, let's reach out for the soul. And let's expand this. Let's expand it more. No! Expand it. There. You see a room, bright, warm, and covered in greenery. There isn't a spot in the entire space that doesn't have some kind of plant growing in it. Small germinating seeds in a corner here, large sprawling vines climbing the walls there. Although most of the plants are actually in some kind of container, there are a few that have grown from the dirt floor itself. These are just as lovingly cared for as anything else in the room. This man wanders through the plants, smiling at each and every one, an old pipe clenched between his teeth. Stopping next to one, he touches a leaf, lifting it up to look at the underside, then gently rubs it between his fingers. He takes a small handful of the soil. It grows in and crushes it. Wait, what? He takes a small handful of the soil, it grows in, and crushes it with his fingers. Now I read it right. Satisfied, he drops the soil back into the pot and continues to the next plant. He hums a low, cheery tune as he moves among the plants, occasionally stopping to sing a few words of something to one of them. Finally, he reaches the door. Having visited every plant in the room, he turns back to look at them, a look of serene pleasure on his face. Then he turns back and is gone. Interesting. So he's a plant person. All right, reach out for the soul. Ronan Taronian. You see a group of people standing near a wagon, transfixed on a sword as it swings in a large, graceful arc. This man holds the sword, passing it from hand to hand with a relaxed ease, making the blade dance in front of his audience. He tosses it into the air, spins, then puts his arm behind his back to catch it. The crowd claps excitedly, and a couple of them gasp. Certainly, they were about to see a tragedy. Huh. Interesting. Fast mode, please. There we go. Oh, there's somebody out here. Are you worth talking to? Villager. No. You're just going to tell me people like me don't fare too well in these parts. All right, so there's another exit. Let's see where this one goes.
Before venturing forth.
What did that say? He said something and I didn't hear it. Oh, I missed that. I totally didn't hear that. I didn't realize how quiet it was. All right, what do you have to say? The crops are blighted. The legacy is upon us. This place is cursed. Oh, this lag is killing me. This is going to be a short video. We're just going to finish this out. Whoa. Have I been in there? I feel like I might have been. I don't understand why it's doing that. Oh, yeah. No, yeah. I've been up in there. All right, we just got a few more places to check. Then we're going to call it for today because I have no earthly idea what's causing these dips. There's no reason for it whatsoever. I must have something running in the background. Maybe Discord's causing it. Angry townsman. Aloth. You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices are chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hand for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
It's Matt Mercer. Sorry, okay, what did he say? I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat. I was honestly distracted by the fact that I had Matt Mercer's golden voice tickling my ears.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
Let's see, that's angry townswoman. The others, 2 folk men and an elven woman, don't look convinced. The woman crosses her arms. She spits at his feet. What's going on? Say nothing. Everyone calm down. Whatever this is about, I'm sure it's an overreaction. Ooh, a fight! Hey, what's going on? One of the other men points at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. Mocking us, Stephen, while he shelters in our village. Just goes to show you what these fancy Adire manners are worth. We don't take to that kind of treatment. Not from foreigners. And especially not from Adarians, Adarans, whatever.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
The second man thrusts his chin at the elf. He stinks of sour ale.
Why, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
A collective cry of outrage rises from the 3 locals. The second man snarls.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
Horror and shock paint themselves across the elven man's face in broad, hasty strokes. He plants his feet. Something surly and raw flickers through his eyes.
That's where you're wrong.
The elven woman draws a blade. I don't think attacking him is such a good idea. Back down, all of you. This is absurd. This is unnecessary. Wouldn't you rather be inside drinking than out here arguing? You're not going to take that from him, are you? I'm staying out of this one. No. This isn't needed now. Wouldn't you rather be inside drinking with me than out here arguing with him? We don't want your charity either, foreigner. Oh. They squint at you through red, bleary eyes. It sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. Oh! Combat! Cool. Okay. Well, I very much like Matt Mercer being on my side. That sounds pretty cool to me. Let's go attack. Do I want to do anything? What's this? Second wind. Once per round, or once per encounter requires athletics. Frenzy. That goes into frenzy. I don't want frenzy. I got my big axe out. That's what I really want. Oh my goodness, that was a 1 hit. I just killed both of them with 1 hit. That was amazing. As the last of the attackers falls, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
Actually, that was kind of fun.
Then I can't imagine you lack for entertainment in these parts.
Nope. He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath it is sturdy and fine. I'm hearing something weird. Are y'all hearing something weird? This is just like the episode gone awry. Oh, it's gone now. Oh, I think it was a spring on the mic stand because I had adjusted the mic stand. That's totally what you were hearing.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
Oh, How'd you... tell me about yourself.
I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was traveling with the caravan. I got sick, and we got separated.
In Gwithan Ruins? Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. And half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
Be about the windy thing, the storm.
And you survived? I've heard such a thing was impossible. But it seems you either have a knack for timing or the favor of the gods.
What are you doing here, Gilded Vale?
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
Like I said, I'm a settler. I gotta think in my own voice. I've been experiencing strange things of late. I'm looking for an expert on souls. Yeah.
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. And he has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
He gnarls. Oh no, he nods at the gnarled old tree in the center of town. His darting glance takes in the tumbled down buildings. The tumble down buildings and the follow. Tumble down doesn't seem right. Tumbled down, maybe. Anyways, rock-strewn fields. I expect that such expertise would be best sought elsewhere. So he's telling me I need to go somewhere else. Just how did you manage to cross those three drunks?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
You did tell me that one man... Yeah, oh yeah, he did say that. You did make a rather lewd suggestion regarding one of the aggressors and his own sister. I'm just gonna say I see. I found... My character, Croc, would have found that too funny to bring it up, so I see. For which I am grateful. Let's discuss something else, shall we? You don't exactly look like a settler.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
Alright, I better get going.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
All right. Come with me, Matt. I mean, Aloth.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
How could I not keep Matt Mercer along? Come on. Seriously? So is there anything down here to see? There is a sign to read. The Black Hound Inn. Window to look in. The windows are clouded with the haze of accumulated smoke and cooking grease. Let's go in here. I think he said it was abandoned. Am I wrong? Isn't that what he just said? So is there like, I don't know, nobody in here and we can just sleep wherever we want? I call top bunk. Oh, no, there's definitely people in here. Wish we had some minstrels in here. Sorry, I'm not a bard. Through this place, thought this place was going under after the owner left, but it's held out.
Welcome.
Oh, greetings and welcome to the Black Hound Inn. The innkeeper bows her head curtly. Please sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have 2 available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much by way of a good meal today, unless you're fond of cold porridge. I could use some reliable help. Do you know of anyone looking for work? Oh, well, I wouldn't say I can speak from experience, but we do have certain sorts coming by looking for work from time to time. If you want to hire someone on, I'd be happy to send them on your way. Let me see what I have. Let me see what I have to work with. Oh, Okay, so this is for hiring people to come with me. Interesting. Okay. There's something over here to look at. The floorboards are sticky with spills, and no one has bothered to clean. Oh man, there's a lot of people in here to talk to. Okay, well, let's go back outside. We're going to finish outside first, and then we're going to come back to this inn. Because there's a lot of people to talk to in there, and I'd rather do that, you know, on a video that hasn't been riddled with issues like frame rates and me smacking the microphone stand and getting a funny noise. Oh, and I need to pick up this stuff anyhow. There we go. All right, come hither, Matt Mercer. I mean, Aloth. Ooh, can I go up here? Can I seriously? And then I told her that's not the pistol. Villagers, I'm taking it. Yep, villager. Okay. I got something up here we haven't been in. Villager. All right, let's see what's in this old cottage. If a character's endurance is reduced to 0, the character is knocked out, but will get back up again. You're never going to keep me down. Alfra. A dry wooden woman is standing in front of the fireplace, humming a quiet tune to herself, or perhaps to her unborn child, for she is clearly quite pregnant. She turns her head slightly as you enter.
Good day to you.
Well, finally, I was starting to think. The woman makes a startled noise once she turns around and sees you. Oh, I'm sorry. I was expecting someone else. She gives you a cautious smile. Can I help you? I just arrived in Gilded Vale. I thought I'd get to know the locals. Were you with one of the caravans? She looks at you hopefully. Master Odima's, by chance? Yes, I was. I'm afraid the rest of the caravan was... Do I really want to say that? I gotta be upfront with her. Afra covers her mouth with a hand, eyes wide with horror. For a few moments, she can manage nothing but a strangled, voiceless gasping, her eyes brimming with tears. I told her it was a dangerous path to take. Calliska was always so certain she could take on any danger. Afra sniffs. Oh, my poor sister. I'm sorry, stranger. I can't believe she's gone. Wow, I met Calliska's sister. If only I hadn't called her here. If I hadn't written to her, she might still be alive somewhere. Afra's face crumples, and a solitary tear slides down her cheek. Why did you send for Calliska? Calliska mentioned that she thought you needed help. Perhaps I can provide some assistance. Quit your sniveling. How are going to raise a child if you're this weak? I'm not going to click on that simply for the grammatical error. Afra looks at you with some surprise before dabbing at her nose with a sleeve. That's kind of you to offer, but I don't know if I could impose this on you. It's not a small favor. Afra wipes her eyes. I'm sorry about the baby, but... I'm sorry... Oh, I'm worried about the baby, about the legacy. I told Calliska as much as I could. But all I know is that for a long time now, every child born in Gilded Vale has been soulless. Empty. Oh, well, why don't you just leave and have the baby elsewhere? It's happened to so many mothers, and Lord Raedric, he's exiled all of them, calling it a sign of the gods' disfavor. With my Hathort gone, I don't know how I'd manage if I lost my home too. I hoped Calliska could help me. They say Ranga, the old midwife, knows a way to prevent a child being hollowborn, but she moved south to Anslog's Compass 2 seasons ago. The journey's too far for me. I can't make it as I am, but I don't have anyone else now with Calliska gone. More tears run down her face. Please, can you help me? I'll find Ranga for you. Kind wayfarer's gold. Oh, you can do things if you. Oh, there's not a requirement meant for it. Got it. That's a long ways to go. What's this? What's in this for me? Yeah, I'll find Ranga for you. Afra blinks eyes wide. You will? Oh, gods bless you. Here, I'll give you coin to pay her. I'll give you coin to pay her with. You needn't trouble yourself with that. I think it's a drink she fashions out of. Well, I'm not sure, but it shouldn't be too much of a burden to carry back. Gives me 20 copper. Anslog's Compass is what we call the lagoon to the south. You'll have to cross the wilds to get there. That's what keeps me from trying it myself. She claps her hands together. Thank you again, truly. You'll be saving us both. She sets a hand on her stomach, smiling through her tears. Oh, that's cool. A little kitty cat. Meow. Okay, that's stealing. Don't want to do that. That's stealing. Don't want to do that. Oh, there's a journal. This worn, dog-eared book is titled Travels Upon the Seldglass Sea, something or other. All right. I think that's all. Let's go out here and check the map real quick. And I think we're going to call it an episode. A talk icon will appear on a companion's portrait if they have something new they wish to discuss with you. That's good to know. I think that's it. There's just this tiny little area up here. People to talk to up here, maybe? Ah. As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the okay, reach out for the soul. No. Okay, so scrolling up did that. I don't know why I didn't do it the second time. You see a Zlox the Usurper. I hate that word. You see a lone man standing in a field. He looks around, surveying the crops. Occasionally, he bends to examine a leaf up close. He is intent on what he is doing, completely absorbed in his work. This man approaches him from behind. He moves slowly, but does nothing to mask his approach. In his hand, he holds a large sword. Did I just say sword? S-words for 200, please. There appears to be no malice or hatred in the man's demeanor. He almost seems pleased. The first man hears his approach and stands, turning away from the plant he was inspecting. His face breaks into a smile, and he opens his arms to welcome the approaching man. The smile freezes into a grimace as the second man thrusts a sword through his stomach, its blade now protruding from his back. His arms slowly fall to his side, and blood starts to drip from the sword onto the plants below the men. As the first man crumples to his knees, the second pulls the sword out, a tear slowly falling down the cheek of his still smiling face. Okay. Clink. As you near, you feel blah blah. Okay. You see a small group of people gathered around the ruins of a house. The destruction continues out from the single dwelling. Through the entire village. Sorry, I had to take a breath there. Not a single building still stands. Rubble is scattered everywhere. One of the men in the group leans over something in the debris. It is this man, younger, barely more than a boy. The man reaches out and shakes the boy by the shoulder. The boy makes no sound and doesn't respond to the man's disturbance. The man looks up at the other members of the group and shrugs, standing to rejoin his friends. The boy suddenly sits up, eyes wide. He scrabbles backwards, away from the group, looking around in horror. The group moves forward toward him in unison, eliciting a yelp from the boy who tries to move farther away. A woman in the group puts out her hands, stopping the rest. She turns to them reproachfully, motions for them to stay, then looks at the boy on the ground, who is trying to push himself through what remains of a wall. He seems unaware he has even stopped. The woman slowly moves toward the boy, hands out, speaking in a low, calming tone. For a time, the boy doesn't even hear. He just closes his eyes and braces himself against the wall, expecting violence. Eventually, the woman's words work through the fear, and he hears her. He opens his tear-filled eyes and stares at her. She holds out a hand to him. He looks at it, seeming confused by the offer, then hesitantly reaches out. She takes his hand in hers and leans down to help him stand. That was a very sweet story, and then a very terrifying story. I guess that's it. Is there anything in that? Nope, can't even go over there. All right. Next time, we're going to go check out that inn. We'll see you then. Adios. Goodbye.